Alright, what's up everybody? I'm SammicH and Reed, I know you've been waiting for this video. This is my StarLadder Berlin Major 2019 Pick'em prediction video. Um, the Challenger stage kind of sucks. If you don't believe me, here are the teams. It's really bad. So, um, yeah, so basically I'll go through the teams one by one. For this is just for the Challenger stage, and the Challenger stage kind of sucks because all of the good teams are either in like the upper tier of this or Legends, right? So the first team we're going to go over, Vitality. This is a no-brainer. NBK, RBK, Apex, Alex, and Zywoo, the absolute god. Basically, this is the number two team in the world by quite a bit. Zywoo has been hard carrying this team for so long. Um, and they're probably going to make it to New Legends this year. The only reason they didn't last time was because they had just recently formed, I think, or they had just recently, been getting everything together with their team and everything. So this is kind of a no-brainer. This team is going to go so far if anything means anything in the CS world. Then next you have NRG. By the way, one of the worst rebrands ever. You can't see it here, but the jerseys are absolutely terrible. They're so hideous, and the logo's hideous, and the rebrand's really bad. But Stanislaw, Tarek, Breezy, Ethan, Cirque. They just replaced Daps for Stan. Daps was a really big part of their team. He was a really core uh, part of the IGL, you know, part of their team. He did a lot for the team, and I don't really know how this team's gonna do. Um, but they should do pretty well. G2, of course, Jax and Amanek from LDLC, or Lucky from LDLC too, and then you have Shox and Kenny. And these are basically the two French powerhouses right now, Vitality and G2. I think they're going to do pretty well too. You have Furia, basically the second best Brazilian team, or honestly the best Brazilian team right now, because MIBR is kind of in shambles. But um, Art, Yuri, Vinny, Queserato, and Abel J, they're going to do pretty well, but I don't think they're going to be able to hang with the big dogs, so to speak, just because they're not very experienced and they haven't really been together as long as a bunch of other teams have, and they haven't really, played at a super high level. But the one thing that I find really funny about this org is the whole contract thing. I think they extended everybody's contracts for like 5 years. So yeah, they're not going anywhere. And I think the buyouts are ridiculous too. Anyway, Mouse Sports, this roster, I am very excited to watch because I'm a big Kerrigan fan. FaZe are stupid for kicking him. They already would have won another major if they didn't kick Kerrigan. So the roster is Kerrigan, Chris J, Woxic, Frozen, Rops. So Frozen was a really, really young talent from a few years ago. I remember watching him a long time ago. Um, and he joined Mouse Sports many months ago. Woxic is from Hellraisers. Obviously, Kerrigan's from FaZe. Chris J and Rops have been on the Mouse Sports roster for a while. So I'm really excited to see them play. So next we have North, AZ, KRB, Yugi, Gade, and Valde. Personally, I don't really know how they're going to do. Obviously, I think they'll make it through just because of some of the other teams, but I don't know. They'll do okay. There are a lot of AZ fanboys out there, and I don't know. He's a good player, but he's not that good. AZ obviously X Phase, Kirby X Astralis, and left right when their era almost started. One of the worst one of the worst player choices ever in the history of CS. And then Yugi used to be on Optic, and Gade used to be on Optic, and Valde. And then you have Crazy. Uh, Crazy is Hunter. I don't know what team rebranded into Crazy. Um, let's look it up. That's terrible English, but Valiance, that's right. Valiance rebranded into Crazy a while ago. Um, so the roster's good. But I don't really know if they're going to make it very far. Hunter, Letney, Nexa, Auto, ND, and Esperanto. Esperanto's been in the scene for a long time. Next is Facecracker, Forza, which is Facecracker, Almazer, Flit. I don't know how to pronounce that. C Power, XC Power, and Jerry. Don't know how they made the major. Obviously, Greyhound with my man Dick Stacy, the second best Australian team right now. Um, I don't know. That's kind of just they don't really play many big events. So and then Avangard, which is Adren, Sanji, Buster, Kicker, and Jame. Complexity, which is the old NA roster, minus Def and Rike. Shazam, Def, Rike, Sick, and Oboe. Oboe's been looking pretty good, but Oboe's like the budget tens right now, like tens on C9. Oboe is like him, but not as good. I guess maybe just because he has a worse core on the team, but whatever. Hellraisers, Angel, Oscar, Lowell, Issa, and Nuki, or Nucky. They'll do okay. Ince, KNG, who's about to join MIBR, Xand, Destiny, Yell, and Cello. I don't think they're going to do very good. Tyloo, the classic Asia roster, Summer, Bentet, Attacker, Somebody, and Freeman. Dream Meters, which is some random people, Kinky, Cyvat, Crad, Speed 4K, and Forrester. Cyman, which is Toric, Ramses, Nealon, Kioz, and Perfecto. So these are the teams, right? I know this has been going on for a while already 6 minutes, but so these are the teams. So now let us jump into my pick'em predictions. So here we go. So basically, I think last time I did the same thing. You basically put what team do you think is going to completely bomb out in 0-3, right? So Simon is Toric, Ramses, Nealon, Kios, and Perfecto. Absolute bottoms. Never heard of them before. There was beef about their logo, but that's literally the first time I'd heard about them. So they're going to go 0-3 because it's a good bet to put them 0-3. And then the teams that I have going through are Vitality, G2, NRG, Furia, Crazy, North, and Mouse. And then you put a team that you don't think is going to go through in 3-0, and you basically just like forfeit the pick. Um, just because there's no point. Like, let's say Vitality make it through, which you know they will, but they don't go 0-3 because they just lose one best of one. You literally lose this spot. You don't lose it. You don't get it anyway. So you basically just put the 7 teams that you think are going to go through down here, um, and then you basically get guaranteed points for 7, even though you only need 5. And then if you get this, the 0-3, then you get that too. So Zywoo obviously is going to carry this team, but they have a good core around Zywoo, so they'll make it through easily. Even if they don't go 3-0, I think they'll make it through pretty easily. G2, obviously, another good French team. I think NRG is going to go through. I just don't know how far they're going to get with Stanislaw after that. Furia, I think, is going to go through just because of the competition. You might be thinking, why didn't I put Ince as going through? But that's because KNG doesn't really. KNG is like the best player on Ince, and he doesn't have a reason to play. Um, like he just like he's going to MIBR after the major anyway. Um, and then we have Crazy again, the team with Hunter, Letney, Nexa, Auto ND, and Esperanto. I think they'll make it through to group stage just because they're better than all the other teams. Um, I'm putting North through just because I think they're a good, consistent mid-level team. And they're 12th in the world right now. So, and then Mouse Sports, I'm putting through because they are definitely going to go pretty far, I think. Complexity is not going to make it through, I don't think. Hellraisers, I don't think is going to make it through. Avangard's kind of overrated. Tyler's not making it through just because of the competition. And then Dream Eaters and Ince. Ince I already talked about. So now let's go over the coin. I want to go over the coin with you guys. So here's the Berlin coin, and it's really weird this year, I must say. So basically, you start out with the regular coin, and you can either buy the $10 version, which doesn't give you 3 souvenir packages, or the $18, $17 version that gives you 3 souvenir packages already before you even see a game. People are like, this is really pay to win. This is really dumb. It used to be a chase for souvenir packages. And you'd get them from watching the matches. Valve is kind of going away from that. I don't like it either, but that's not what this video is about. So I got the one with 3 souvenir tokens just because I want to get as many liquid cases as I can. Um, and then, so this is how you get the actual souvenir coin, um, or the actual silver coin. So this is a bronze coin right now. They introduced this new matchmaking thing basically that makes it so that you can get, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it makes it so that you can get the silver coin um, and one souvenir package if you just get everything right on the pick'em, which is really dumb. But in order to get the diamond coin, you have to win 10 rounds in a single competitive match on Inferno, Mirage, Dust 2, Overpass, Train, Nuke It, Vertigo. Basically all of the active map pool maps. This is really annoying and it sucks, especially since I'm GN1 and before I went on vacation, I played against all high silvers and GN1s and 2s. And for the last 5 games, I've been playing against GN3s, GN Masters, and MGs, and it's just not very enjoyable anymore. So anyway, you basically have to do all this, and then you get the silver coin, um, and you get 1 souvenir token, and then after that, silver to diamond or silver to gold to diamond is all this. And I'm playing it pretty safe this year, but I'm still gonna pick liquid to win just because. So yeah, this is my prediction video. Sorry it was so long. I had to go over all of the teams because it's really annoying to go over teams that I don't know. Um, but I think this is how it's going to go. Um, again, Vitality, G2, NRG, Furia, Crazy, North, and Mouse Sports are going to go through. Simon and Forza aren't going to make it. Simon's going to go 0-3. Inst, Dream Eaters, Tyloo, Avangar, Hellraisers, and Complexity aren't going to make it through either. We have 4 days and 7 hours left, which is, God, I don't even know what day the major starts, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.